check out my bike on a French train. I took my bike on the train to Fontainebleau and biked around Fontainebleau for the first time this past weekend. It was my first time visiting the Chateau, and as you can see, the Chateau is just amazing. Briefly, it was a royal palace that was initially constructed about 900 years ago, and then expanded in the 1500s, and many French kings and queens spent quite a lot of time there, although of course they had many residences, and that included Marie Antoinette and Napoleon Bonaparte, actually. But what I really want to tell you about is like the whole process of taking my bike on the train, because I'd been really apprehensive about that, and I was thinking it was going to be really hard to do, and I think it would have been hard to do, except that the French people really look out for each other, and they're very kind, and so they helped me every step of the way. I showed up at the Gare de Lyon with my bike and boarded the train, and there are special cars where there's like a bike on the outside of the car by the door, so you know that it's meant for people to bring their bikes on it. And there are like hooks on the ceiling so that you can kind of rear your bike up and like hang it there. And these two young Frenchmen, they were like going like bouldering. They had their crash pads, and they saw me, and my bike, and like the one just immediately leapt to his feet and like grabbed the bike and like put it up on the hook, so that I didn't even need to he didn't even ask me. He just grabbed it and did it. It was so sweet. And then they let me sit by them, and that was just one example. Then I got to the station Fontainebleau Avon, which is where you get off to visit the chateau, and I was trying to figure out how to exit the station through the turnstiles, with a bicycle, and I saw a young man rear his bike up on the back wheel and steer it through that way. And so I started to try to do it myself, and I was really struggling. But a second later, that same young man appeared, and he came back through the turnstile, and he grabbed my bike, and he's like, "Here, let me do it for you." And so he did the same thing with my bike, and then I had my Navigo card in my hand. I had my card to pay the train ticket in my hand, but he didn't even give me the chance. He just threw his own Navigo down. This is a complete stranger. He threw his own Navigo down so that I could get past the ticketing station, and then he just disappeared. He's like, "Here's your bike. You're all good." And it was just amazing.